Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So this week's coaching video, we're going to be talking about how to stop absorbing other people's energy. So let's jump right on in. So we have to learn how to discern between empathy and sympathy. So empathy is basically where you feel other people's emotions, and sympathy is where you have compassion for them. But having a lot of empathy means that you start embodying other people's feelings and what they're going through. So, how do you stop absorbing other people's energy? Let me tell you how. Number one, deal with your unresolved issues. For many people, it's hard to talk about unresolved issues because they don't want to take responsibility. Everybody will be your problem until you start taking a look within yourself and start repairing your unresolved issues and start healing wounds to become complete and start reintegrating the fragment parts of yourself to become your greatest version. Okay, your greatest version is it's right there. It's just below the surface, but you've got to deal with your unresolved issues. I don't know what they are, and no matter how big or small they are, you have to deal with them. And I would encourage you to start today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till next week. Don't wait till next month. And by all means, don't wait till next year. Start today to start dealing with those issues that you have not addressed. Okay, I don't know what they are, but you do. Number two, express yourself without guilt. Many times, the reason why people don't express how they really feel is because they've been told that their true feelings don't matter. We all have a lot of repressed emotions, and suppression is depression. Suppression is depression. And once you can express yourself 100%, you start to reduce anxiety. So, I can express myself without feeling guilty. Anything that I may have done in my past, trust and believe, I don't feel guilty about it. I've already asked God to forgive me for it. I've asked that individual to forgive me, and I've moved on. So I'm not dealing with any guilt. Guilt doesn't live on my street, not at all. It just doesn't. So, but you have to express yourself without feeling guilty, because that holds you back. Okay. Number three, you are not responsible for other people. Please stop thinking that you are. You are not responsible for other people. You have no control over how other people respond to you, how they act towards you, and how they feel towards you. Their issues are not your concern. Okay, let me say that one more time. Their issues are not your concern. You love them and care about them, but they aren't your issue. And I'm going to tell you something. That was really hard for me to stop making other people my issue or making other people's issues my issue. You're not responsible for them. Okay, period. Number four, let go of the need to be validated. You don't need external validation. You only need support. Many times along our lives, we search for external approval, which is why you start absorbing other people's energy, because you feel frustrated if you're not getting it. Once you love yourself 100%, once you trust yourself 100%, once you have confidence in yourself 100%, then and only then will you begin to validate yourself. See, we like validation from other people because they give us all these things. They trust us. They have confidence in us. Honey, let me tell you something. I trust and have confidence in myself, so I don't need anyone to validate me. And you don't need anyone to validate you. Okay, so let go of that need to be validated. To stop absorbing other people's energy, you have to stay true to yourself 100%. Let me say that again. To stop absorbing other people's energy, you have to stay true to yourself 100% and allow your authenticity to flourish and blossom without other people's opinions. Just remind yourself to connect with those who remind you who you are. This helps you to stop absorbing harmful energy and to start absorbing more positive energy. Okay? So, yeah, you got to learn how to blossom and flourish without other people's opinions, because their opinions of you are none of your business, and your opinions of other people are none of their business. Period. End of sentence. Last but not least, number five, have an invitation-only approach. I love this. I should have started with this one, but I didn't. So, have an invitation-only approach. Nobody can enter your domain without an invitation. So you attract every single person in your life. And I believe that's true. We attract the people that come into our lives. But I love the whole concept of having an invitation only. You will not come into my life unless I invite you. Because over the course of the years, I have allowed people to just, to just stream and filter into my life. I didn't invite them. They just came on in. And so I now start to take on their issues. I think I mentioned before how I'm one of these people that if you're going through something or dealing with something, I feel like it's my job to help you figure it out. And I've stayed up late trying to do it. I've spent hours trying to do it, but now I don't. Now I do not. I just say, you know what, Lord? You know what they stand in need of, and they need your help, not my help. I will listen to you if you want to talk, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to take on whatever's going on in your life, because I can't do that, because all it does is drains my energy. And this whole invite only approach, I love it, because sometimes if you really look at your life, you have some people that may not be in your inner circle, but they're in your outer circle. And every time you talk to them, it is something negative going on, or they have something negative to say out of their mouth. You got to cut those people off, because they're energy drainers. So that's why now you only come into my space if I invite you to do so. I no longer let people just kind of push their way in, because it's just too much and I don't have time for it. So let's go back and do a recap, and I promise I'll let you be. So today, again, we talked about how to stop absorbing other people's energy. So number one, deal with your unresolved issues. If you have unresolved issues, you need to deal with them, because you know what? Your unresolved issues are going to cause you to attract people with the same issues that you have, or something similar. And then now you don't have just one miserable person. You got two miserable people. And then you got two more over this side that come and join the party. So deal with your unresolved issues. It will make you feel so better, so much better. I'm telling you, you've got to deal with those unresolved issues. Number two, express yourself without guilt. You can express yourself, but you dare feel guilty. I don't care what happened. Y'all know I care, but doesn't matter what has happened, what was said. Express yourself and do not feel guilty about doing so. See, because a lot of times people think, well, I need to stand up and say what's on my mind, but then they they feel that guilt beating on them, and they go, well, maybe I shouldn't say anything. No, you should say something. Never feel guilty about opening your mouth and speaking your truth. Don't. Because I promise you, other people do it and they don't. Number three, you are not responsible for other people. You are not. You are not responsible for me. I'm not responsible for you, and we are not responsible for them. You are only responsible for you. So when people come to you and they want to talk and they want to vent, that's fine. Listen to them. If they ask for your opinion or your feedback, then you give it. But you're not responsible for them. So stop stressing about someone that's not living right, or someone that that's kind of wayward in your life. Stop. Don't worry about that. Or you pray about it. Pray about it and then move on. But you got to stop being responsible for other people, because you can't be. Now, and let me say this. If you have little people, of course, you are responsible for them. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about adults. You're not responsible for them. Number four, let go of the need to be validated. I don't need to be validated by a soul. I do not. And neither do you. Validate yourself, because what did I say? Once you love yourself 100%, once you trust yourself 100%, once you have confidence in yourself 100%, then and only then will you begin to validate yourself. Stop sitting around waiting for people to validate you. Validate yourself. Okay? Last but not least, have an invitation only approach. Stop allowing anybody and everybody to come into your inner space, because everybody that comes into your inner space is not coming with positive vibes. You have a lot of people that come in with these negative vibes, and I promise you, if they come into your inner circle with those negative vibes, eventually they're going to rub off on you, and you're going to walk around being negative. Have an invite-only approach. You will only come into my space if I invite you to. And if you try to push your way in, oh, honey, I know how to push back. I do. So, invite only, you guys. That's all I have, and I want you to stop absorbing other people's energy, because that is not your calling in life to do that. It's nobody's calling. The only person that absorbs other people's energy is God himself, because that was his calling to do. You can love people. You know, you can want the best for them, but instead of having empathy, I mean, let me not say that, because I don't want you not to have empathy for people. Have some empathy, but I really want you to have sympathy for them. Have compassion for them. The more sympathy that you have for people, the less likely you are to take on their energy. Now, if it's a good energy, honey, bring it on. If you got good, if you have not got, I'm sorry, if you have good energy, bring it on, because I need all the good energy I can get. But if you have that negative energy, keep that away from me, because I don't have time for that, and neither do you. So that's all I have for you guys this week. I want you to go out and be the amazing people that I know you are, and I want you to stop absorbing other people's energy, because I know you're doing it. I know that you're doing it, and you know other people that are doing it. So stop doing that. And I promise you, you will live the best of your life for the rest of your life. So I'm sorry. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And until we talk next week, take care and stop taking other people's energy.